Warning, the following program is not permitted for listeners under the ages of 18. Views and thoughts expressed on this show solely belong to the host and the guest of the show. We are not professional therapists, gamblers, politics, nor anything else. Just a couple of people with jokes and opinions. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please be advised this program is not for the sensitive or weak. You do not have to listen.
Juneteenth ice cream. Come get your Juneteenth toothbrush down at my Juneteenth store. I'm only open one day. Can you guess which day that is? Celebrate your Juneteenth in my Juneteenth store. Everything is 100% kente cloth. Get your kente cloth glasses. I've got kente cloth cups. Get kente cloth drinks. Celebrate your freedom down here at Juneteenth. My Juneteenth store. Open only on Juneteenth. Come on down to Juneteenth.
You are now tuned in to Brothers Having Breakfast. Food for thought, food for thought.
Alright, so Father's Day's coming up. You got anything planned?
I do not. Maybe I'll have to cut the grass or something. Get the weed eater out and do the trims.
You was asking something earlier about Father's Day.
I was.
When we had talked
Well,
earlier.
I mean, because, you know, I posted a meme on Facebook that said, Father's Day's coming up, fellas. Get prepared for nothing. Or get prepared to receive nothing. Or whatever like that. And, you know, you also see a bunch of other posts. It's funny because this year you don't see I don't see the posts they used to do of when they were like, on Father's Day, I don't need to hear none of y'all women say, I'm the father, I'm the mama and the daddy, and da-da-da-da-da. This year, the common thread is everybody wants to talk big and celebrate Mother's Day, but don't nobody even mention nothing for Father's Day. You know what I mean? They'll have cake and balloons and flowers and the nines for Mother's Day. Father's Day come around, you're going to get a tie, maybe
I thought that's always been a thing though.
but you have people that are far more vocal about it now.
That's only because of social media.
Not just because of social media,
I
but
feel
yes.
like people have always been vocal about it, but you're just hearing other people because of social
People are,
media.
you know what I'm saying, told the jokes and whatnot about it and everything like that, but it wasn't like you had rampant a rampant outcry, let's say, from fathers saying, boo, y'all do nothing for us. You didn't have that. You had like a couple of comedians that would bring it up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody laugh. It'd be the big thing and it'd be over. Now, while you have social media and you have like much louder voices from very fewer people, suddenly, you know, it becomes a larger and bigger deal. But that's with anything because social media, like you said.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a thing.
Look, I wouldn't mind being celebrated like, you know what I'm saying, like we do for Mother's Day type shit, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, I don't do much for Mother's Day. I just, you know what I'm saying, get you. But I remember they had a cookout. My brothers and yeah, they had a cookout. I took maybe they had a cookout. I don't know. Since I ain't been going to family events lately, I just can't remember. But I think they had a cookout. If they didn't, yeah, they had something. But was it around Memorial Day also or something?
Man, look, I would do something for my father. I don't really care for I don't really care about getting nothing done for me.
You would do
personally.
something for your father, but don't care if something's done for you.
Yeah.
I think they also did like painting. There's a couple of things. I think it was Mother's Day, and you know I remember a couple of my exes. They did stuff like all got together and blah blah blah. Did gift exchange and all that for Mother's Day and yada yada yada. But like I said, I remember there being nothing done really for Father's Day.
I just feel like the world is so superficial.
The world is superficial, but that's because, you know what I'm saying, the world is based off of the appearance of anything, what the eyes can see.
Man, people get caught so much up in the superficial shit. So it of course Mother's Day is going to outdo Father's Day, because even at the end of the day the mother's come first. It's the closest thing to God you got. So even if you go to court for a custody battle right now, that mom has the first say so before the father. So in a superficial world, I see that being a thing. Just like people think about California and Florida and places, and they get this superficial, I guess, like a superficial belief of what it's supposed to be.
You talking about with stereotypes? The stereotype of Florida and Florida man, and California, the
No, it's
surfers.
not. No, yeah, surfer part maybe, but not ain't no Florida man. It's more of
Florida
just
is no dog. You know what I'm saying? Florida's America's basement, dog. You know what I'm saying? They be fucking up in Florida.
nobody. Yeah, but they try to make Florida seem like this great place to like California, man. They're all
Nobody makes
superficial.
Florida seem like a break place except for the fact that it was Disney was there, and then here in the past, I'd say decade or so, all they do is talk shit about Florida. Florida man being one of them. They crazy ass Governor DeSantis wanting to run for president and
That's recently.
waging a whole war. That's what I said in the past decade. California used to be the place. Okay, that's the land of the setting sun type shit or whatever, but Florida. It used to be. I remember the stereotype for Florida was before the craziness and stuff like that started happening. Was before Florida man existed. It was everybody goes to Florida to retire. It was an older state. It was a place.
That's still a thing.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is, but that's what I'm saying. I remember being the stereotype for Florida. Then
Okay,
you know
yeah. So
was,
maybe not Florida, but more like California, maybe New York.
New York definitely has its own identity. I'd say Georgia with its peaches has its identity, but then that one gets
Well,
messed
I
up
don't know.
because of Atlanta. In Atlanta has a couple of different cliches running around about it. I'd say is what
You
I'll
get
say.
a bunch of you get to see a little bit of everything in Atlanta, on the show in Atlanta. Cause my idea growing up listening to the Dungeon Family,
Uh-huh.
you know, it was just like, oh man, I can't wait to actually go to Atlanta and see the Dungeon Family. Then when I got to Atlanta and see the Dungeon, I was just like, oh
I don't want to be here.
yeah,
Yeah,
this is
that's just like
this
the
is really
Jay-Z interview.
rainbowish around here.
Well, see, that's just like that Jay-Z interview he did when he went to Marcy. And he's like, nah, y'all, we don't want to be out here for real too long. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you get a shot out here. You know what I mean? People be like, wanting to be like, ooh, I'm going to go to New York and I want to go to Marcy because that's where Jay-Z's from. And no, you don't want to be a tourist in those projects. That is not what you want to do with your time. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same bag. I feel like Atlanta, all I ever hear about Atlanta anymore, when I was in school, you know, I graduated from college in 2002. When I was in school in the years prior to that, Atlanta was basically like Black Mecca or some shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It was the American Mecca. It was where you're supposed to travel to and be
It
at and
was
stuff like that.
it was expected to be because when I first decided I was gonna go to college, it was gonna be for business, and around that time it kept saying the top. I mean, well, yeah, I want to say maybe Atlanta, but I know that was definitely like in the top 10 places for like business jobs.
Atlanta was touted as was highly recommended. You know what I'm saying? Because to me also Charlotte was the promised land. So you had Charlotte as the promised land. You had Atlanta was Mecca. Both of them southern cities. You know what I'm saying
And
with
the
their own.
plantation at South Carolina.
Oof,
No,
in between.
Florida's the plantation.
Florida is the basement, man. Florida is the place where you just, you know what I'm saying, you bottom feed. But what's wild, I think, is just each of them has a wild identity that, you know what I'm saying. Atlanta changed. Atlanta's stereotype changed when they started saying, man, all them brothers down there is down low.
Yeah,
And you just keep hearing it, keep hearing it, keep hearing it, keep hearing it. And you're like, God, are they really so that gay in Atlanta? I mean, I don't know that I mind. I don't necessarily care because, hell, one, I'm in Cincinnati. Two, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not in Cincinnati, I'm in West Virginia. Three, what do I give a flying fuck? You know what I'm saying? Who's gay and who's not or whatever. But yeah, they say that Atlanta is like extremely gay. Like all the guys are gay or some shit. Or if they're not gay, they're bi and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
that's nigga. That you going way off with this.
I know.
What I'm saying is, uh, if my thing is, I feel like those holidays, a lot of these holidays is the same way. It has that same energy, that superficial energy. To the fact
Superficial
that like
energy. Well,
Well,
most of these holidays are made up anyway. They're Hallmark holidays, what they call them.
Yeah, so that's the whole thing, man. It's
Yeah.
like, goddamn, you don't have we have a day for everything now.
Yes, we do. Actually, every day
So
it's
I
some sort
mean,
of national day. I have a friend who
so
makes their
so if you're a
posts based on
grandmother,
those.
you get like 4 days now on top
Easily,
of holidays.
without being a birthday,
So,
without being your birthday even. Yeah.
so you bet not even come at me about some others. I gotta buy you stuff 8 days. Nah, let me stop.
Yo, no bullshit. And that's why I be fucked up when it comes Halloween, basically. When Halloween rolls around, I'm like, God damn, man, I'm about to be broke for like easily until July. Because you got Halloween, then you got Thanksgiving, then you got Christmas, and sucks. I got birthdays inside of there, then New Year's, then Valentine's Day, and then what is that? That's February's Valentine's Day. March, my wife's birthday. April, my baby's birthday. May, you know what I'm saying, I think is Mother's Day. You dig what I'm saying? And then finally June is my birthday. Huh?
Just don't participate.
Don't participate.
Yeah.
What, for
That's
like,
what I would do.
Oh yeah, May is my anniversary too.
Hey, damn. But look, this it's all superficial.
It's all superficial.
Even your birthday, it's all
Hold a
superficial.
minute. My birthday is not superficial. My birthday's just super.
So look, man, I was thinking. I feel like your whole life is just a competition.
Wait,
And
what?
this just not your life. Just saying it.
Oh shit! I was saying, damn, am I losing?
So this is how I came to this conclusion.
All right,
So,
go ahead. Let's hear it.
First, it started with what I was thinking about. For some reason, I don't know why. I don't think it's all black people, but every time somebody dies, it's always seems like there's a race to talk about who seen the last.
I just seen him. I just saw him the other day. Man, I was just with him. No, that's just people that just can't believe because they're like, he existed on this plane, and now he exists on this one.
I feel like that's people that also want to feel like they're somehow connected or important to that person, so they can be mentioned. You want to be in the pictures or the obituary. You want to be in the picture or the obituary with him. I want people to know how close we were. He was my friend too. But but
if
outside
you don't have my picture at your funeral, dog, if I'm not in some of them pictures, I'm tipping the casket.
Outside of that part, I feel like parents try to like make a baby race out of their kids.
Say it again.
Baby
I mean,
race.
how?
Huh?
Baby race. How?
Oh, my child was walking about. They were walking about time they were 8 months. I just couldn't believe it. And you be like, damn, I didn't know this is a race. I need to make my child walk. Wait a minute. My child's 9 months. Is this regular? Oh, I need to make her walk.
Is that really what it is, or is it just they're just wanting to say that their child is somehow advanced?
Baby race.
But that doesn't mean that they're saying that your child or other children are therefore slow. They're rather saying that theirs is getting there faster than is expected.
Baby race. Both things you just said sound like a baby race to me.
Well, I mean, because
sounds like competition.
My was trying to stand up. I'm saying in the first couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying, she was pushing her feet down and pushing her head up and stuff. You know what I mean? And I told you that, like,
it was a baby
John
race.
was really trying to get it early.
Yeah, but see, now you're making it a baby race.
It's not a baby race because I'm not saying anything. I'm not
but how
appreciating
early,
the
how
speed
early?
at which yours is.
How early though? What is early?
She was doing that shit inside of a month or two, easily. She was lifting her head
How
up,
long
man.
How long is it supposed to be before she can do that?
I don't know. It was like, I think it was
a month.
Was it a month or two?
Yes.
Where they start pushing down with their feet and everything and trying to walk.
See how you making it a baby race?
I would be holding her, and she would just push her
race.
feet down and push up. She'd be like, "Yeah."
But this is the only way I feel like you can find out if your child is advanced. We need to take 100 babies at that same age and do that to them to see if they do that.
They've done stuff like that. That's how they know developmental cycles. And as a matter of fact, I did look it up back then, long back then. I mean, it's been like 5 years now, obviously. But I looked it up back then, and I remember seeing One, it said something like that, black babies do things faster than white babies.
Oh man,
I'm just saying that's what they were saying.
Jesus. Even
Like,
to babies, black
like
babies
that.
do this. White babies do this.
Babies do that. But I'm just saying that's what it was saying. It was breaking it down into what you call it. You know what I'm saying? And what is it? The time in between different milestones and whatnot. Like my baby, she was mad small.
But
she was a petite baby is what they kept calling her.
Okay, but
she was tiny as fuck.
Here's the problem I'm having with these tests. I don't even know how that part is even important to this test. The part that
it was percentiles. You're talking about size and developmental growth. That's what was going on. It's not a race.
We were talking about developmental growth. So this is what I'm saying. For them to find out that information, they had to take 100 black babies and 100 white babies and test them. This is my thing. Where did them babies come from? Did they take 50 suburb babies? Or did they break it up to like 25 middle-class babies, 25 poor babies, 25 dirt poor babies, and then
you're
25...
asking about their sample size and so on and so forth. What I'm saying is it would be easy to do that research.
Do it.
I'm not going to do it. I don't have the
That's all
funding
I'm
nor the
saying.
desire. I don't have the funding nor the desire to do something like that. But what I am saying is that research would not be difficult because everybody, generally speaking, and I can't say everybody, but most people, when they have a baby, it gets tested like 1,000 times before it's one.
That was only Superman. But look, that's not even important anymore.
Your baby goes to the doctor 1,000 times in its first couple of years, fam.
Your baby goes to the doctor 7 times in his first year. That's not 1,000.
How many times have you been to the doctor in the past 2-3 years?
5.
In 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, man, I changed a lot. I
Okay,
started
so then that would be
stuff.
Okay, all right. The point is, though,
In the past 20 years,
you've been it's like right. Right. A baby goes to the doctor 7 times in 1 year, fam. Even if it's just the 7. I said 1,000, but even if it's just 7, my point is they get those are stats that they keep accumulating very early, and so it's very easy to test these things. That's what I'd say. Because babies go to doctors and they get measured and stuff like that. They'd be like, well, all right, what are they doing? Are they doing this? Are they doing that? That's how they even get that data in the first place. Yeah, they were like, "Oh, okay, he's responding." They know that they got feet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All of that.
Little baby raised, check up. Little baby tuned up.
You know what I'm saying? Change the oil. You know what I'm saying?
So look,
they make oil. That baby oil is made out of babies.
Yeah, of course, 100% Cambodian babies.
100% Cambodian babies. They grind them up in a press.
Baby oil. They were real babies.
Well, treat with your Johnson & Johnson. But over here at baby oil. We use real babies. And we scrape the oil off of them.
Those are baby molecules.
This is 100% baby molecules for the baby oil.
So, what we got? Another thing too. Have you seen the Eli Musk chip thing? The brain chip.
Chip thing. Oh, the brain chip? Yeah, I heard about that.
Have you heard about that?
I have heard about it. And of course, listen, I was watching something earlier today and they were like, you ever wondered if the imaginations of writers and stuff like that drives the progressions that we take? Or are they tapping into the inevitable and those progressions just generally just end up happening?
Or are they just saying this is what could happen and those things are happening? Because it's almost, what's it called? Hindsight?
Hindsight's 20/20. But foresight is blurry. You dig what I'm saying? So you're like, you got 1,000 movies out there that say how the world ends, right? It's possible that any one of them could be right.
Which one do you feel like is the closest? Which one do you feel is the closest? Which movie do you feel like is the closest to
what's
the world?
Happen? Listen, I liked that one Joan. Hold on, what is it? The Day After Tomorrow. I really like that one.
Is that where everything got
I really
cold?
like that one. Yeah, where everything froze and they was stuck
I
inside
was
the thing.
I was thinking that one
Gyllenhaal was
too.
in that one.
I thought that
Yeah,
one
that was
too.
a good one. Flooded up
That
and
was the
shit. Yeah, that was
closest.
pretty. Yeah.
I was
But
like,
you know,
there's a movie called Contagious too, though.
the Contagious was the one. Zombie movies. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not
How
really going with the zombie movies.
they got the one with the they got the one like Last of Us where the fungus infects the brain and then takes over.
Man, listen,
It happens in snails.
look.
It happens in snails and in nature already.
We're
It just
here,
doesn't happen to me.
man. Listen, we're hearing more about AI than we are zombies right now. We was in the zombie craze about 5-6 years ago. Now it's like AI is like coming.
But that's yet another one though, because we've all seen Terminator, you know what I'm saying? All seen those movies and stuff like that. But then you also got like Fahrenheit 451 where they decided they need to burn all the books and so on and so forth. It's all the same prophecies, but whichever one happens, then you're like, oh well, yeah, well you can point back to the one that aligned with it. But I mean, you know,
I feel like what could be martial law eventually, because they're gonna be like, y'all niggas can't think for yourself. Y'all being
do
ridiculous
we
out here.
do we have flip phones if Star Trek never comes out?
Yeah,
Do we get it that way?
yeah. No, we don't get
Okay.
it that way.
So now that we have Star Trek, a scientist starts work on trying to figure out how to teleport scientifically. And you know, supposedly they've been able to move, I guess, a photon from here to there or some shit. They've done some things in teleportation technology. Point is, do we get that without Star Trek?
Yes,
Why?
because who was it? Einstein
Maybe.
was on to that, I believe. He was on to that, just like he was on
I know
to
Tesla was on some wild shit too.
he was on to quantum physics or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, Einstein was
Yes,
on to
quantum
that too.
physics.
The another dimension, how scientists are saying like this might be a thing. Einstein was on to that. So I mean,
Layered
even
dimensions and shit.
even Galileo was on to some things. You know, that's why they put him in house arrest. They was like, nigga, you talking too much. You might know a
was
little.
wild for his time, dog. He was like,
was.
hey, he had some ideas, boy. He
He
was
was
like,
on
listen,
forever house arrest.
I have been looking through this telescope, and I think that everything that we're learning is wrong. And they was like, nah, Galileo, you gotta go, fam. We ain't gonna kill you right away.
So look,
We'll make you take that Socrates hemlock or some shit. But goddamn, boy, we ooh.
so what do you do? So do you know exactly what the chip is?
I don't know exactly what it is. No,
All
I just
right.
know that it's supposed to maybe boost your brain power a little bit or something crazy and some other
I
things.
believe so. I got a little clip that I pulled up because I seen the article about a week ago, but I was just like, "What the hell?" And I just quit even looking at it honestly before it started. But this was from CNET. This is a clip that came up on there and it kind of explains it. So I'm gonna play it. Hold on.
You know, people gonna be upset about it just by the nature of its what you call it though, Mark of the Beast type shit.
Example. When you move your arm, that action started as an electrical spike up here, which leads us to the second part of the Galaxy Brain meme, how Neuralink plans to read those electric spikes. According to Neuralink, your brain cells are kind of like electrical wiring, and rather than just having neurons sending electrical signals, those signals could be sent and received by a chip. Elon Musk unveiled Neuralink's implantable brain chip, the Link version 0.9. It's a brain-computer interface designed to be implanted directly into the brain by a surgical robot. Same-day surgery without a big incision or general anesthesia.
You remove about a coin-sized piece of skull, and then you can just walk around right afterwards. It's pretty cool.
What the
chip
fuck?
plugs into your brain directly via tiny microscopic threads. They're about 1/20th of the width of a human hair, and they connect with the neurons in your brain to receive and send electrical signals. Importantly, Neuralink
To
says
receive
those electrodes
signals.
won't damage your brain.
If they're inserted very carefully, so that the robot actually images the brain and makes sure to avoid any veins or arteries, so that the electrodes can be inserted with no noticeable damage. You sort of think like
So, Matt, it said to receive and send, but look,
Receive signals.
there's a robot putting it in as well. These robots just taking over. This robot is the best surgeon
Listen,
ever.
a robot's hand to be that much more steady, that
Nah,
much more often.
They got the robot hand down at where's that the hospital in Huntington. They got it.
Right on.
But yeah,
in one of the hospitals in Huntington's.
so that's what that is.
But that sounds like no one asked. No one seems to have asked how many he has in his head.
Look, this was 0.9. This ain't even a 1. This is the 0.9 version. So he probably is up to like 5.2. We're just getting a glimpse. But what I like, what I think is funny about it is I believe the 17th or 18th season of South Park, they had said that it was a whole thing how we was on social media so much our thumbs were starting to break and become weak. So at this point we had to have this chip inserted so then we could just stream our thoughts straight to social media instead of having to type them. It was called Shitter.
Oh damn.
Alex Baldwin had the first one, then Cartman went and got one.
Oh damn it.
And it was just him and Alex Baldwin on the platform.
Streaming
I feel like that is what the 2.0 version will do. Not only can you move your legs again, but now you can stream your vision of you moving your legs. You just live stream your thoughts right there. Live stream what you're seeing. Because you know Apple has Apple's whole thing now and it's coming. Nigga, Apple, you can control your phone with just your eye, like blinking and shit with your eyes. This is like a thing they're working on. I don't know if it's already done, but they're definitely like, I've heard this the other day too. I'm gonna see if I can find it. What if you had a Twitch?
It wouldn't be the one you want to use, or it's calibrate, or you have to recalibrate it all the damn time.
Oh man.
Yeah. Hard living, easy crying. But all that shit's Mark of the Beast shit, man.
Is it?
It will be.
It might be, man. I mean, who? Because it's a lot of people that's going to want to try that. For real. They're probably going to offer it to vets first.
They're going to offer it to people, period, because they want people to take it. And he's going to have it, basically, if he's smart, maybe, he would invest in going ahead and letting a whole bunch of people first get it for free. And then if it works out for them, once it starts being I need that item, then start charging out the ass to get it. And then after more people have it, then you knock the price down so that even more people can get it. And then after that, after enough people have it and you feel like you're really on top, you'd be like, hey, those are the ones that suck now because here's the new one. And now all of those people got to get one.
And
after that,
link straight to my new streaming platform.
All of it comes to my new streaming platform called Elon Musk Controls Your Brain. And not only are you sending signals, but you're receiving them. And now I can control you.
And I see your gay thoughts.
Directly. Directly.
Oh, shit.
It doesn't matter if you have gay thoughts because I can press buttons to make you have gay thoughts.
That part.
Also, press buttons to make
now
you go
everyone's
do
a terrorist.
things.
That whole group of people over there are terrorists.
Everyone that has one is therefore, because it's just like a cell phone. You got to keep service to it, otherwise you won't be able to use it.
But this is what
it's able to receive signal.
There's going to be somebody out there trying to hack it. Make it go around smacking people. This handicapped man just started slapping people.
Like, oh snap! What happened? Somebody didn't hack my chip.
It'd be like
they
idle
don't
hands.
Have control, but it's just like they get like little twitches off. You know what I'm saying? They make me slap people every now and again. It's not all the time
by accident.
But it's just like it's just pow. Just be walking down the street and pow. You know what I'm saying? I just be smacking somebody. Why am I? Did I tell you that my uncles told me a story about my grandfather driving down the road in his car, and he just reach out the window with his big ass hand and just slap white people as he drove by up in Montgomery and stuff?
It's not cool,
but it's hilarious. Because you got to consider this is back in the this has got to be straight up and down 50s and 60s.
Hey, no man, look, and that's wild. See, look, and that brings me to my next topic. There are levels to violence.
What do you mean there's levels to violence? Of course there are. There's levels to everything.
Man, there are levels to violence, and I didn't really realize that till my cousin broke it down to me last week, and I was just like, I never looked at it that way.
All right, let's
So
hear it.
I want to know, which level are you willing not to fight?
Not to fight? What do you mean?
At what level of violence are you willing not to go? Or you can't, you just feel like you can't go past? Is there no level for you?
Depending on what's happened and what I am responding to, because I'm not proactively violent.
Okay.
But I am responsively violent if necessary. So I would say, because I am responsibly violent, in my head, I would hope that I would stop short of killing someone. But I've never been faced with the need to have that response, prayerfully and thankfully.
Okay, that's like level 5.
Is that 5?
I guess.
Is
I
that
mean, how many
average?
levels? How many levels are there?
So I thought it was an arbitrary set that you had came up with before you asked the question, which is why you would even ask. You ain't say on a scale of 1
really.
to 10. You said, give me some qualitative data, and I'm going to try to quantitate it.
So
Real quick.
I'll put that at 10. We'll go 1 to 10. But listen, it's like
How
it's
would
more,
that be?
It's like, because it's like broken down to 3. So let's just say we're going high, medium, and low.
What the fuck? Which one is it? That's a lot of different scales that we're standing on.
Of scales.
Right.
Yeah, no weed. It's all scales.
One measurement.
But that's a high level of violence.
Checks and balances is coming for you.
I mean, because that's right there with the eye gougers. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'll gouge an eye out, my nigga.
That's right there. You might
And it's a quick jab, straight fingers. I will go in for somebody's eye, fam.
First of all, that's
I will kick you in your nuts immediately.
what
First
if
move of the
what if you
necessary.
what if you went to go fight the nigga with the grab your nuts?
Shit. I'll be gouging his eyes.
That's look. That's like
I literally swear to God.
That's like a level 8 to level 10 right there. A level 8 to level 10 fighter.
But that's a
because nut
scrapper. I don't know if that's a
nigga,
I don't know if that's a level
nut
10
kicking.
in violence.
Nut kicking is like a 5, 6, 7 up in there. If you go to grab a nigga's nuts, bro, if nigga went to fight me and I go to swing, they went to grab my nuts. I'm like, oh, hold on, okay, all right, nigga, you crazy? You trying to pull a nigga's nuts off?
You don't want to finish that fight. You know what I'm saying? Every other move, he's trying to come in to wrestle. You know what I'm saying? He keeps trying to. He's real grabby. No punches. No punches. All grappling.
Fight
all grappling, and it's not even like he knows moves. He just keeps trying to position you in some weird ways, and it's like, I don't want this fight anymore. I want out.
Yeah, man,
I
I'm out. I lost. I'm taking that L. Fuck it.
He's like, you done when I say you done.
It's like that. Remember what was that movie? Ladies Man at the end with Will Ferrell when they finally got there. He wanted to wrestle. He's like, you want some oil? And now I'm gonna take you down. You should really put on oil.
That's all he used to do was wrestle with his friends in the backyard or whatever. And remember, above all things, you got to do it in the butt. That was Ladies Man. I like Ladies Man. Ladies Man was cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Tim Meadows. He's
calm
known.
down, light skinned nigga. Let me ask you this.
This colorism is killing me inside.
Top 5.
Top 5 what?
Best sitcom series of the 2000s through
2000s.
2000 to 2010. I was going to say the 2020s, but it's not.
The early 2000s or the 2010s?
I say, well, I want to say last decade.
It's 2023 now.
Yeah, I know. I want to say last decade. Last 2 decades.
Modern Family.
Okay.
Is on my list. Damn, I can't even think of all the sitcoms that used to exist now.
It should just pop in your head, man. Okay.
I'd put Abbott Elementary in there above a bunch of shit. Just
it's too new.
It's but it's new as fuck.
Too new. Are you picking it?
I really did. Huh?
We're not talking about what you want to put. We're talking about what you got, man. Are you putting Abbott? App is a great show, but it's not. It's too early. Too early to be great. It's like LeBron when he first came in.
So good.
He got to lose like 6 times first. Everybody lose 6 times. You got to lose 6 to be great.
It's so good though.
All right, so you got it. That's 3 of them.
Martin in there? Well, no, because that was the 90s.
That's
Shit.
90s.
Yeah. Parks and Rec, New
All right.
Girl.
Okay. Really? That's your 5? Parks and Rec, The New Girl, Modern Family, Abbott Elementary, and Everybody Hates Chris.
No. That's not my top 5. That's just I'm trying to think of things from then.
Nah, man, that's not what we're doing. That's not what you try. You see how black people try to change things up?
I'm trying to think of who's even in the listing.
I was just thinking out loud. That's not my 5. I was just thinking out loud. That's what you said.
Come on, man. Listen. Because Curb Your Enthusiasm is still out there, as well as Arrested Development.
That's your fault for not picking them. You want my 5? I can tell you off gate out of my 5, those 2 were already in there. So you took that's 2 of my 5.
Scrubs.
All right. Is that what you done though? You already got your 5, my G.
That's all my 5. I refuse to submit. I would like to rescind my my listings, even though y'all acting like y'all the board needs to.
Nah, man, we told you we didn't want to hear what you thought. It's what you taking, and that's what you took. Abbott Elementary, Everybody Hates Chris, Modern Family.
Those are damn. That's Tyler James Williams in both of those.
What was the other 2? I don't remember. They gotta go back to the
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec, yeah, okay.
And New Girl.
And I fucks with them. You know what I'm saying? I got the whole series of New Girl. I don't have Parks and Rec. But you know, I'm going like I'm going with Curb Your Enthusiasm. You know.
Yeah.
Definitely going with Arrested Development. Probably one of my favorite.
You didn't even have it on your list until I said something.
I'm gonna throw you a crazy one in there that could even be questionable. I'm going Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
That's not crazy. That's not crazy at all.
Brooklyn
Nine-Nine is fucking amazing. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm mad that it's not still on.
That part. They started going with the wave a little bit, so you know.
Damn.
I'm going with The Daily Show, dog, with Trevor Noah.
Is that a sitcom, or is that a satiric news program, which is a little different? That's not a situation comedy.
Damn. Okay. Fine then. Atlanta.
Dramedy, not a situation comedy.
It's a comedy.
Atlanta's listed as a drama. It's not a situation comedy.
A situation comedy, man. You a Jew.
Damn.
So particular. Okay. So, Rick and Morty, does that count? Is that anime? It's anime. It's not a comedy. Oh, nigga.
It's not a traditional situation comedy, but I'll let it ride.
All right. Okay. So that's 4.
Because it's like in the line of Simpsons and and South Park and whatnot. It's a shit. I didn't even say Community, and I know how I just want Community to just change some of this answer.
And
for me, it was bigger than that.
You know, and lastly, I'm gonna ride with Parks and Recreations.
I would take Parks and Recreation completely off my list, and Community sits damn near the top for me.
It's too late. You didn't even think about them.
I don't
took you
care.
Too long to try. You can't.
I don't care. I don't care. I will fight the tooth and nail.
It's not even a real list.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, I am not an ambassador. I am a gladiator.
Nigga, you a Frankenstein.
That's from Community, and I really just love it, and it was so great. And yeah, no. Cool. I to this day pull quotes from Community, and I haven't even watched it for a while, but it is some of the best television ever created. Dan Harmon is a genius, but also he's involved in Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty's coming back.
Of course it's coming back.
I would also throw Black Jesus in there. Before. I mean, even with, you know what I'm saying, when Charlie Murphy died.
I said,
Man, fuck you.
I'm not the one you mad at.
Yeah. That's what you sound like.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's really all I got. You got anything?
Like a boss.
All right. I seen where Rick Ross's car show went fairly well, even though the state was like, the county was like, hey, you can't do that shit. And then it was just like Rick Ross show did well. And then like a day later, it was just like state really upset with the trash. Rick Ross's, the people from Rick Ross's show left the city trash. And I was like, well, which one is it? Which one? I mean, come on, man. Are you going to pat the guy on the back or wag your finger at him? I'm confused. I got two different feelings from the same news article in 2 days. It's like, what the hell?
Well, they had new information, you know what I'm saying? They went like, they was like, oh man, that was great. And then they started looking around like, wait, who's gonna clean this up? Because they all go. It's like a house party.
So look,
It's a house party. You know what I'm saying? Everybody comes over, and you're like, man, this party was sick as hell. Then that next day, you're looking around like, what the fuck? Who's clean? I gotta clean all this up. This is terrible.
but check this out.
All right.
Juneteenth.
It is such a
Mockery?
holiday now. You say a mockery? I don't know that it's something to be celebrated.
I think it's Black Lives Matter too.
No, not Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, man. It's money.
No way.
It's profitable.
Yes, it's anything's profitable if you slap a kente cloth on it.
I don't know, because Madonna didn't work out that way. So she bought,
but she got a whole bunch of attention, and people remembered that Madonna was alive.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it. You dig what I'm saying?
I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the. I'm not feeling it.
You're not feeling the commercialization of Juneteenth?
Not feeling none of it.
Because are there black people that are actually getting that Juneteenth money, or is it just everybody is? We're like, oh well, shit, let's just go ahead and tap into that because they'll definitely spend money on a celebration of them.
Hello. I'm not feeling what they're doing to it.
It was inevitable.
But even worse, I'm not feeling how black people are really like
responding to it the way that they want them to.
That part.
They literally fell for the trap. But that goes back to what the Star Reader been telling us. You know what I'm saying? We always need for someone else to define our value, and therefore we'll latch onto anything that looks like someone said you're valuable, as opposed to creating that value from within. Boy. Come on, get your Juneteenth value.
And while you're down here, grab you a can of Coca-Cola.
It's got kente cloth. You'll know it. You'll know about the kente cloth on the side. We got Dr. Umar pictures with kente cloth. You know what I'm saying? Autographed pictures of Dr.
We got
Umar.
kente cloth in kente cloth.
We got Kunta Kinte wearing kente cloth.
Oh man, Juneteenth.
Don't forget to have a seat with your Juneteenth chair. 2 guesses what it's made of. They'd be like, kente cloth? No, it's canvas. But it's got a kente print. For your Juneteenth. Get on down to Juneteenth. We got value for you. You ain't got value in yourself, but we got value for you. Oh, shit. Oh, how else to say you free? We've got these keys that go to no locks. Celebrate your freedom. Down here at Juneteenth. My Juneteenth store. Open only on Juneteenth.
And Juneteenth Eve.
And Juneteenth Eve.
What is there? So listen, if this is a holiday now,
Juneteenth VIPs can shop Juneteenth Eve.
but look, if this is a holiday now, what do we eat on Juneteenth?
Black-eyed peas, chitlins, ham hocks, oxtails,
Oh man,
and of
come
course, grits. Collard greens. And fried chicken and watermelon for dessert.
This is our
Yes.
Juneteenth meal.
They be walking around with a dessert tray, and when you look at it, it's watermelon and fried chicken.
This is our
Come get your
meal.
Juneteenth. Come get your Juneteenth dessert tray with the best, crispiest fried chicken you've ever tasted, and the juiciest watermelon with no seeds. No seeds, no stems. Our watermelon is great for your Juneteenth. Make sure you show up for the 420 special. We know it's Juneteenth, but we also know that you niggas love 420. So now we've got 420 Juneteenth weed.
Oh man, our people.
Our kid take off is made out of 100% hemp. And guess what? You can smoke it. I know you say you don't want that smoke, but this is some smoke you don't want. Come on down to Juneteenth.
All right, man. So any last words?
Oh, shit. Look, all we can do is keep going. Eventually, either they'll hear us and it'll be great, or we'll just be shouting into the void and still feel good about it because we did it together.
Don't do it, black people. Don't go to Juneteenth.
Juneteenth! Look! We know you're going to be out there during your Juneteenth celebration. And there's no reason for you to slave under the sun like your ancestors. Get you a Juneteenth umbrella. You'll be able to walk around and keep yourself out the sun. Also, for our Juneteenth allies, Juneteenth sunscreen.
Man, it's over.